We tend to think of habits as something that is negative, for example, a smoking habit, a habit of procrastination, or going to bed late. But instead, let's think about some positive habits and things that you can do every single day that are so tiny but give you maximum return on the quality of your life. And the best thing about habits is that you can adopt these things on a daily basis, and eventually your brain will subconsciously do that behavior without you even thinking about it. So let's talk about some teeny tiny habits that will change your life for the better. My name is Anna, and give me a huge thumbs up. And if you are struggling in Britain today with the heat, let me know down in the comments. Stay tuned. Habit numero un, save 30% of your income. If this percentage is a little bit too high, then you can decrease it. So even if you do have payday next week and you're daydreaming about the things you can buy, you need to forget that a portion of that money has been set aside for savings. Save money on the things that you really don't need to do so that you can invest that money into something that you really enjoy. And if you are in a position where you can't even save any money, then you need to consider upping your game and doing something that brings in more income. Number 2, journal for 20 minutes a day. If you have never thought about journaling, just give it a shot. You don't have to buy a specific book. You can literally just scribble some thoughts down on a post-it note. When I started journaling, I was like, this is a little bit weird. I feel a little bit crazy writing down on pieces of paper. But what we tend to do when we are journaling is talk about the stresses of something that we are facing, or we talk about something we're looking forwards to. It helps you to organize your thoughts that you can have a more productive day. And one of my favorite journaling ideas is from a guy called Tim Ferriss, who has the 6-minute journal. So every morning you write in the journal a small goal, you talk about a portion of reflection, and this is a whole collective process which makes you achieve your goals harder and much faster. Walk outside for at least 20 minutes a day. Some of us, including me when I'm editing videos, we get so stressed about our jobs and our work commitments that we don't really put any time into just letting go, getting away from our desks, actually standing on our 2 feet and just being out in the world. So if you have a dog, great. Make sure your dog gets 20 to 30 minutes exercise every single day, which will benefit you both. But if you don't have a pet, just going for a nice walk is going to relieve so much stress, and it puts you back into the middle ground of your thoughts. So instead of stressing about the future or worrying about the past, you become very present in the moment, very locked in, and it gives you that nice mindfulness to enjoy your day, and you actually won't burn out as much, or maybe less often, or even not at all. Sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Sleep, you already know this, such a fundamental part of being a healthy person. And as your sleep declines, you will get stressed and your mental health deteriorates, and then you won't be good use to anyone. So that means you may need to sacrifice something in the evening to ensure that you get the hours that you need. So if you need to turn off your phone, put it in another room so that you aren't scrolling through social media until 2 in the morning like I do sometimes, then go and do that. And of course, some people don't actually need the full 7 to 8 hours worth of sleep a night. But one of the best things I can give you is an app called sleep.io. It's free, you input the time that you want to wake up, and the app will tell you what time you need to go to sleep, depending on how many hours you want. And it also gives you the perfect time to set your alarm so that you don't wake yourself up in a deep sleep cycle, which is when you feel groggy. Because if you are woken up in that horrible deep sleep, this actually just ruins your day completely. So this app will find the natural dip off point so that you can wake up ready, refreshed, and ready to take on the world. Have 3 or 4 things on your daily to-do list. It's so easy to write a huge list and then get overwhelmed when you haven't even crossed off 2 things by the end of the day. Give yourself some easy wins and only have 3 or 4 things a day that you know that you can complete. Whatever is the most important thing, do that the first thing in the morning. Doing those things in the morning means you don't make it harder for yourself throughout the day, and commit to the things that you know that you can achieve in today's time. Weight train 3 times a week. This doesn't even matter if you are a lady, because female strength training has so many benefits. And there was actually a recent study that was just published about how women that strength train have less mental health deterioration. So if that isn't enough motivation to go to the gym and pick up some iron, then I don't know what you are going to need. But working out gives you that boost of endorphins and very uber strong confidence boost, which when you have the body that you've always wanted, it makes you feel amazing. It's a good way to make your brain healthy. It pushes blood around the whole of your body. And you notice that the more that you work out in the week, the better you feel, the more productive you become in the workplace, the more successful you are. Read for 1 hour a day. Reading for 60 minutes sounds like a lot of work, especially if you are busy with work projects. However, if you actually clock your time of how often you are scrolling through social media, you will find on average that you are spending around 60 minutes a day just mindlessly scrolling, waiting for something to grab your attention. So instead, put that to good use. Have 60 minutes a day and read. Perhaps 60 minutes sounds like far too much work, and if you're not a fan of reading and you don't really like reading books, whatever, you can listen to audiobooks. And one of the best things you can do is before you get out of bed in the morning, set yourself a goal to read just 3 pages and then slowly increase it. Reading increases the brain activity, it increases your intelligence, lowers your stress, and you can actually learn something cool. Personally, I'm a huge reading fan and I try to get through 1 book a month minimum. And if you want to get on that bandwagon too, we have plenty of books that I have read hundreds of times and I recommend that you read, and they are down in the description bar below. Incorporate intermittent fasting. This sounds crazy, but stay with me. If you can adopt this into your weekly routine, you actually feel really good. So that means you cut out junk food. It means one day you don't have high carb foods because you feel so much more productive and your brain will thank you. Now, you don't have to have a full day of fasting. It could be you just skip breakfast and don't have anything until around noon. Or you do have breakfast, but you don't have lunch, and then you don't have another meal until the very end of the day. Fasting has so many benefits to the body. It reduces stress, it increases your intellect, and it actually keeps you looking younger. And if you can, I recommend you go a whole day fasting just once a week. Mine is every Sunday, and you know what? I can survive on just water, believe it or not. It makes my skin look amazing, I feel amazing, and I get so much work done on a Sunday. It literally is like superhero power, but in liquid form, and that's just from drinking water. Okay, powerful habit number 9, find a reason to be happy today. If you spend every single day thinking, I will be better, I will be happy when this happens in this week, in this month, in this year, you are actually withholding happiness from yourself. So instead, you need to remind yourself every single day of something that you are grateful for to keep you in the present moment. Do something kind for someone else every day. Now, you do not have to go out of your way to do something huge. It could be you let 5 people out onto the main road in the morning before you go to work instead of letting them sit there in their car for 5 minutes waiting for that perfect gap. And believe it or not, you can do some really nice things for people without having to talk about it on the internet and uploading videos, because there's nothing I detest more than people that try to help out homeless people and then they record it, slam it up on social media and try to do it to get recognized as being a nice person. So if you can, do something kind and don't talk about it, you actually get to keep those good feelings for yourself and it feels better. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of today's video, but if you want to go ahead and binge some more content, feel free. However, if you do want to up-level your mindset and also your skill set when it comes to psychology and relationships, there are so many books down below in the description bar that I have personally read and I absolutely love them. And also, a percentage of that sale actually comes back to the channel as a way to say thanks for us putting out content every single day. Another way that you can say a huge thanks to me and everyone else on the channel is signing up to our Superfan membership. It's a monthly subscription service where you get access to exclusive things that no one else does. And of course, you get your name rolling up at the end of every single video. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.